Shalom, shalom, everybody. Shalom, shalom. Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashim Al-Shad, Ba'ashim Al-Kabbadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for preaching 100% truth and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Hey, this is Bakayar Amana. I'm gonna put this on my Mataz Al-Kham GA channel. It's just my main channel, because they took down my Bakayar Amana channel too quick. I mean, it was up 2 months and they took it down. So I figured, like, well, I'm gonna just use my Mataz Al-Kham channels, as my main channel and my backup. Because these people are insane, man. Okay, these Edomite devils, they're done. They know they're done. They're scared at the fact that they're done. Okay, and the only people that the biblical scriptures say by biblical prophecy that's gonna take over are the Israelites. These crackers ain't trying to hear that. They ain't trying to hear that, man. They hate us with any and all passion. They hate all black people, so-called black people, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans. Or why would they come into our land and steal our land, tell a lie, and say, I'm an Indian? That's their, like I said in every video, that's their mode of operations. Right? They come, steal your land, like it says in John 10:10, the devil cometh for not before to steal, kill, and destroy. So, they come into your land, take over your land, rape your women, cut your rod off, enslave your children, put them on reservations in your land, which is an open air prison. Okay, that's what it is. It's an open air camp, reservation camp, FEMA camp, detention facility. Okay, it's what it is. Might as well call it what it is, right? And plus, in addition to that, after they've done all this, then they start calling the land what they want to call it, and then they call the land after themselves. Amerigo Vespucci, right? Cristobal Colon, aka Christopher Columbus, right? Who bragged about, for 42 years, he never put down his sword not one day. He never put down his musket not one day in killing the indigenous population of people that were already here. Them motherfuckers, they knew who the children of Israel were, and what type of people that we were, what they are. They knew this when they got here, dirty bastards. See? So the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is going to exterminate these people. Okay? Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, we ain't finna do nothing. We ain't gonna lift a finger. We ain't gonna do nothing. All we're gonna do is preach the gospel, the good news that the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua has revealed his true biblical Hebrew name to those that he had thought and deemed worthy to receive salvation here in these last days. It's just that simple. Today is supposed to be the wicked holiday of New Year's Eve, right? I put a video up on my channel concerning Clown Slob that wanted to wish everybody a merry enslavement and a happy new reset. That's the name of the video. Okay, check that shit out. Computer AI, they put that out there as a joke. That's a goddamn heartless, mindless, godless machine that makes a joke out of the unrighteous and ungodly feast day, a holy day of the heathen. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day type shit. Christmas Day type shit. Made a joke out of it. Laughed and giggled about it. Okay, I was watching a video on Jason A this morning before I came out today to try to preach the gospel to our people, to try to persuade some, if they're willing to listen, if they went in earshot about what's going on as far as the artificial intelligence type shit. They want to put a goddamn robot in charge of the world's finances, of the world's war machine, of the, you know, I mean, come on, man. These people are fucking insane. Right? They want a computer to govern the peoples of the world, and the elite at the top, clown slob, that mindless sycophant, what you call his name, Yuval Noah Harari, the high priest of wickedness and evil and satanic, right? Who's satanic, you know, want him to be in charge of everything. You know, they want to listen to him. He talking about, he want to exterminate the useless eaters, the people that ain't got no job, the homeless, the poor, the broke, the downtrodden, right? I mean, these motherfuckers, man, they got to be killed, man. I mean, but, or deleted. But what can I do? I can't do nothing about it. You know, I'm going to just let it go. Nothing I can do. Right? So today I'm gonna just go off in the spirit, man. I think that's what I'm gonna do. More than likely, that's what I'm gonna end up doing anyway. So like you, let me get me a lesson, because I'll be taking my notes. Like the elder Manatzak said, you need to take notes if you don't know. Right? Right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just go down the list of what I wrote on my notes today, you know, because I was just gonna come out here and preach in the spirit and just read out of my Bible. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. So I'm gonna go to Revelation chapter 11, right, and start at verse 8. Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. Okay, well, let me start up some. Okay, let's just start at Revelation chapter 11, verse 3. Let's start there. And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days clothed in sackcloth. This is like, what I'm wearing is like an example of potato sack or sackcloth, right? Because our righteousness is as filthy rags before the majesty of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, right? And the power that the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, has given us is His holy name, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. There's power in that name, okay? And this is the very same name that the scribes and Pharisees threatened Paul, Barnabas, and the other apostles. They threatened their life for preaching this name, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, which is the true Hebrew biblical name of the one that you call him. You call him Jeebus Cross, punk bitch, homosexual, you know, the little blonde-haired Three Musketeer ass weirdo with the blonde hair, blue-eyed bullshit, right? So that's who you call him. But as you can see, this dark-skinned Negro on the other side is the true depiction of what the Son of the Most High would look like by biblical description. What do you go by? Do you go by an image of what you believe, what you see? If you go by what you see, what you believe, okay, why don't you go by what you read? Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read, right? That's what you're supposed to do, is go out and read your biblical scriptures every day to get to know what the Most High Yahweh wants for your life. So this way you would receive salvation by freeing yourselves from the minds and shackles of evangelical Christianity that tells you that you can do this and you can do that. But they teach the opposite of what the Most High God teaches, okay, through his servants, the prophets, that he had brought back here in the last days. Because surely the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, would do nothing but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So he sent us back out here on the street corners all over again to try to move some of his people out of the way of the coming great tribulation that's about to smash the world into the ground. Martial law, all of it, man. These Edomite devils are running out of time, like it says in Revelation 12:12. Rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil hath come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time. He's running out of time. He knows he's running out of time, and he don't know what else to do but put your ass in a FEMA camp, put you in a detention facility. Okay? The only way you'll be able to get out of such said facility is to prove that you are a global citizen, that you want to capitulate to their unrighteous laws and decree. Okay, in other words, the only way you're going to be able to get paid for your job is to have the silicon subdermal subcutaneous microprocessor subcutaneously injected underneath your skin in order to buy and sell. So this way you can't lose it, and they can keep track of your financial records, your digital identification as to who you are, your medical records. That's what your biometrics is about. Okay? 666, they all pertain to the man. The man was created on the 6th day. So the three forms and modes of that identify a man in what do you call it? Democracy, democratic society, of freedom of doing as thou wilt. The only way to prove who you are, okay, is your digital ID, your financial records, okay, your finances, your money, okay, so they can keep track of it, and then, you know, your biometrics, your medical, okay, so they can keep track of how many basketball shots you took, okay, to see how many, if you can reach the end goal, you know what I mean, which is to go to sleep forever. Okay, that's the main goal. Okay, they want you to shoot, to take them jumpers, you know, from the 3-point line. If you get my drift, you know what I mean. They want you to get you know, like a car that's stalled on the street corner. They want to give you a jump. You get. They want to use a Carax. Put it in your arm like Arnold Schwarzenegger and the rest of them goddamn big ass bodybuilders walk around with the goddamn neck, you know, arms, you know, like that. That's what they want, man. Put that stuff in your arm, you know. But okay, that's going to be called medical misinformation. So under fair use, this is not medical misinformation. This is a video set up for educational purposes only. Okay? Simple educational purposes only. Has nothing to do with any type of medical nothing. I'm not a doctor. This is not advice to do against whatever the World Economic Forum and World Health Organization is set up. Okay? I don't give a shit. You're either going to do it or you're not going to do it. All this is for educational purposes only. Okay? For criticism, okay? Common sense, activation of common sense, right? Revelation chapter 11, verse 4. These are the two olive trees. These two olive trees are the two separate tribes that were separated after the death of King Solomon. The tribe of Judah and the tribe of Israel. Okay? The tribe of Israel consists of Latinos and Native Americans. The tribe of Judah consists of Negroes. Okay? They were separated and turned against each other during the transatlantic sub-Saharan what do you call it, in African slave trades, triangular slave trade. Okay? Whilst Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and came into all of these different countries, subjecting the children of Israel, the Israelites, to indentured servitude or slavery. Okay, see, it's educational purposes, fair use, understand? Fair use disclaimer. So, these two olive trees, okay, are the southern tribe of the house of Judah and the northern tribe of the house of Israel. Okay? And the two candlesticks standing before the Most High God are standing before the God of the earth, lowercase g. Okay, the God of the earth with the God complex is Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of. You know, because don't nobody go into another man's land, steal their land, call it something else, and put your ass in prison, and then call you a lowlife after they stole your land, took over your property, raped your woman, and put your child in prison. What the fuck? This is what these Edomites do. John chapter 10, verse 10, the devil cometh forward not before to steal, kill, and destroy. That's all these people do. They don't know how to do anything else. They don't know what righteousness is. Isaiah 26 and 10, let favor be shown unto the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness, will they deal unjustly? Do they not deal unjustly right now, today? To the children of Israel, we have to come to these goddamn Edomite devils and want of all things. If we want to buy a car, if we want to buy a house, you know, we want to get insurance on our vehicle. Okay, if something goes wrong with our vehicle, we got to come to these devils. We have to come to them in one of all things. We have to serve our enemies. Okay, where was I at? Here we go. Damn commercial. Okay, well, I tell you. Revelation chapter 11, verse 5. And if any man will hurt them, okay, and that's what Esau Edom do. He's planning on trying to exterminate the whole damn clan. Okay? You know, all of the kinsmen, our brethren according to the flesh, who are Israelites. Right? You know, a lot of the people of Issachar, aka the Mexicans, they don't know that they're Israelites. They don't have a clue that they're Israelites. As far as they're concerned, they have pride that they're Mayans and Aztecs and Incas and all that other dumbass bullshit that was forced down their throat for what, the better part of 400 or 500 years before the Edomite white man came to the west coast of the Hamite land, in which we took refuge on the run from Esau Edom in Rome in the fucking first place, and took us from there, put us on slave ships with yokes of iron around our neck, hands, and feet, with a loincloth, naked, taking 18 months to get over here, being tossed to and fro on slave ships. Those of us that were strong enough to survive, those are our ancestors here in Babylon the Great. So before then, they were mistreating the indigenous population of people that were already here. They were mistreating the tribe of Issachar. Okay, they had took parts of the tribe of Manasseh, right? The so-called, and sent them over to the land called Cuba, right? Okay, they took certain amounts of individuals from here and sent them to Italy, France, Spain, the so-called European nations. Okay, they spread us all over the fucking planet. We were Christmas presents to these damn devils, right? Revelation chapter 11, verse 5, if any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth, and devoured their enemies. Now this fire that cometh out of the mouth, okay. Oh wow, see, I can't spell, man. It's cold out here. Woo, boy, it is cold today, boy. Right, Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 14. Wherefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the God of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. Okay? So that's basically what's going on with that, man. Okay, let's go back to Revelation chapter 11, verse 5. If any man will hurt them, fire proceedeth out of their mouth and devoureth their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed. Right? So when these devils come down here with great wrath, because they know that they have a short time, the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to give some of us spiritual superpower. He's going to give us some of us spiritual power, man. Super strength, the ability of invulnerability, bullets bouncing off our skin, right? The ability to fly. That's found in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 28, I think it is. Right? What is it? Zechariah chapter 12, verse 7 through 9, I think. Yeah. 7 and 8. Take it back. Matter of fact, I'm going to read them. Okay. Revelation chapter 11, verse 6. These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will. And that's what's happening. You know, these goddamn devils are scared, man. They're scared, man. Okay? Their water sources over in China, Taiwan, over in Colombia, what do you call it? Brazil. Okay? The water's turning to blood, man. They can't explain it. And it stinks. Okay? They trying to come up with the same bullshit explanation that the Pharaoh came up with when Aaron stuck his rod in the river, and the rivers turned to blood and killed all the fish. Back in the book of Exodus. Remember the story about the movie The Ten Commandments, right? Same thing. You know, Aaron stuck his rod off in the water, and the waters turned to blood, right? Okay. You know, and then he poured out his little bucket and on this false and claimed this false god, and the water that came out turned into blood in his hand, and he dropped it. Bash. What the fuck, you know? Shook. And that's basically what these devils, they trying to come up with any type of explanation to try to disprove the words of the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. That's what they're trying to do. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Okay. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, NATO, and the EU, that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit, that came out of antiquity during the Renaissance period, the rebirth of the Roman Empire, the empire of the Edomites. That's the bottomless pit of the European nations, right? Shall make war against them. Okay, now this war that they're going to have against us is information war, right? They're trying to come out and come out with new laws and new referendums that they're writing in unrighteous decrees and grievousness that they prescribe, mischief by law, right? In order to shut down the word of the Most High coming out. on these videos and these spiritual letters. That what we're trying to do, these video letters, we're trying to put them out with the people, to give them to the people, so this way the people would get an opportunity to ask questions, to study to show themselves approved, to read seeking out of the book as instructed by the Holy Spirit, out of the mouth of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the creator of the heavens, the earth, the sea, all that is therein, and the foundations of water. Okay? They don't want that. The elites at the top, Bill, Willie Masturbates, and Clown Slob, Cotton Swab, and that mindless, ungodly sycophant, that boy lover, what's his name? Yuval Noah Harari. Goddamn alphabet community weirdo. Okay? Real talk. Getting punched in the fudge, thinking he's a woman. Dressing up as a woman at night for his man. Did any part of that even sound right? His man? Ain't that a bitch? Okay? Okay? These people, boy, I tell you, man. But, listen to this. These individuals got your best interests at heart. If you believe that, I got some farmland in Alaska I'll sell you for 2 cents a fucking acre then. Okay? And when they shall have finished their testimony, which is the famine of the word, by them making war against us, information war, try to shut down the internet so this way the truth don't get out. Okay, that's how we're going to finish our testimony. The famine of the word. Okay, and he shall overcome them and kill them. Okay, 2 ways, and they kill us as by causing the famine of the word, and then putting some of us in Federal Emergency Management Agency detention facilities that can hold anywhere between 25 and 50,000 people a day. What do they do with these people? Right? Nobody's asking questions. Okay? Some will be experimented on. Most will be tortured to death or starved because they have a list, a blacklist of individuals that they want to be exterminated. At the top of the list are righteous men standing up for the Most High and His Word. Right? Such individuals like myself and thousands of other men that are standing up for the truth. Okay, they refuse to accept the truth. They ain't gonna do it. Okay, so what they want to do is try to destroy us as much as they can, as humanly possible. Okay, real shit. This is what these devils do, man. And then they keep changing the. Every time you reach the touchdown, they move the goddamn goalposts. So now, what they're doing now is they changing all of the rules and guidelines on YouTube and all of these social media platforms to bring about the famine of the word. So this way you can't find the truth. So this way you would be able to discern the difference between the truth and these false allegations and lies that they're putting out about the individuals in the truth. So this way you can find them and go and ask questions. So this way you would be fully persuaded in your own mind if these men have the truth or not. Esau, Edom don't want you out there asking them any questions because they know that we have the true biblical Hebrew name of the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, and His Son, Yahushua HaMashiach, whom the world ignorantly calls Jeebus Cross. You know, one of the 3 musketeers with the gold teeth and the long flowing hair as a woman, where the biblical scriptures say that common sense and nature would have you know that it is a shame for a man to have long hair. It is an abomination for a man to wear that which pertaineth unto a woman, and it is a shame for a woman to wear that which pertaineth unto a man. For both are an abomination before the Lord. But that's what they push here. And they want to push that on all of the other nations of the world. But through all of the broken treaties, broken promises, broken covenants, peace treaties, agreements, all of the other nations of the world have a beef with Babylon the Great, America. Lady Liberty, right? Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. Now, these dead bodies are the Israelites that are not aware that they're Israelites. It's that fucking simple, man. But when you try to explain it to the people, they don't get it. They think it's an actual dead body. I don't see no dead bodies. You know, stupid shit like that, man. The people don't understand what's going on. They really don't. Okay? And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. The great city, from sea to shining sea, from east coast to west coast, is America. It's a giant city. You got Route 66 that go from one end of the country to the other. You could drive from New York straight across to from New York to California on a street. Okay, Route 66. You know, people are offended by these signs I got out here. They're offended. Okay, because they represent the truth of, and they reveal the lies that Esau Edom has pushed on the educational system for the children, high school, college. Okay, it reveals the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations. It reveals it. All of these signs out here. It gives people an image. And I try to appeal to the people's carnality and their carnal minds by having them visualize what we're out here saying. Okay, and using biblical prophecy, of course. Okay, and applying the picture to biblical prophecy. See, they can't deal with that. They don't understand it. Okay, so since they don't understand the Bible when they read it, I bring pictures out here. You know, so this way they can visualize what I'm trying to say, and not just me, but hundreds of other righteous men that have the same pictures. Right? You seen somebody that was honking right behind me that was offended because on the other side of this picture of an identity theft. Okay, on the other you got Cicero Borgia with the devil horns coming out of his head, and today is the unrighteous, ungodly, holy day of Sol Invictus. Okay, the vulnerable day of the sun. Right? Okay, and these goddamn devils and the people, they worship on this day of Cicero Borgia, one of the three musketeers. Okay? The son of Pope Rodolfo Borgia, okay, Alexander the Sixth, that pushed this ungodly, unrighteous image upon the populations of the world, especially the Israelites, by the force of the sword, upon threat and pain of death, that you're going to worship a picture of my son or I'm going to have you killed. Right? That's what happened. They called it the Spanish Inquisition, I think it is. Okay? And that's what they did. That's what the faggot or weirdo did. Salakia. Okay? Gotta apologize for the slip of the tongue. Freudian slip. Right? I gotta do that okay, in order to ensure that my video stays up, fair use disclaimer, right? You know, it's just a video that's been set up for educational purposes only. Spiritual education for individuals that cannot read. For people that don't know how to read the Bible or that they don't know how to understand it. So we make these video epistles in the hopes to persuade some to come out of the ways of Babylon the Great, out of America, and practice the righteous acts by fasting, abstaining from unclean foods and unclean meats such as shrimp, lobster, pork, right? Drinking water, tea. Try to clean out your system so it's not as polluted, right? Because we have to eat our defiled bread in the lands of our captivity in which we were scattered. That's a curse unto us because of our continued disobedience and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. As Israelites, that's what we were supposed to do. Right? Revelation 11:8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. We have spiritual Sodom with the LBGTQ, right? LBGTQ, XYZ plus, right? Spiritual Sodom, and then you have spiritual Egypt, where everybody is a slave. Everybody is an indentured servant. Man, woman, and child, old and young. You got people that working at Walmart, okay, because their supplemental retirement check that they get every month, or their Social Security check, is not enough to cover their bills. So they have to go to work and become Walmart greeters at 70 and 80 years old. They ought to be fucking retired. But they can't retire, man, because they can't afford to live. Okay? Now you can't tell me that America is not an unrighteous place. Spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt, where an 80-year-old, 90-year-old woman, old man, big mama, and granddaddy, great-granddaddy, great-great-granddaddy, got to go stand up at Walmart. Hi, welcome to Walmart. Hi, welcome to Sam's Club. Hi, welcome to Costco. Old and shit, can't even stand up straight. Come on, man. America is spiritual Sodom and Egypt, goddammit. Okay, where also our Lord was crucified. This is how he was crucified. Because the more I talk about this, the more I get pissed off about it. This is how our Lord was crucified. See that? You got Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. Okay? And his voice is the sound of many waters. Which of these images fit the description? Right? Wherefore also our Lord was crucified. Identity theft. Okay? That's a clear, this is what everybody's tripping on. With one of the goddamn three musketeers. But the Son of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, looks like this, my biblical description. I just described it. Okay? They're offended. The people are offended at this picture right here. This is where our Lord was crucified. America, Babylon the Great. This image is not biblical. Okay? This is the devil. Jesus Christos is a Negro, not a white man. Jesus es Negro, no blanco. Okay? And then it gives you biblical references where to go look for yourself. But the goddamn white man and our own 2/3 of our people are offended at this picture every time they see it. One white dude a couple of weeks ago, he walked by here and just threw it down on the ground and stepped on it. Lousy motherfucker. Okay, real shit. These are the false gods, man. You got Satanism. This is wherefore our Lord was crucified, man. These are the gods of America. Satanism, Hinduism, New Age, Buddhism, Mormonism, Watchtower with Jehovah's Witness punk shit, Haile Selassie, Egyptology. My nephew lost his goddamn mind about that shit. You got Kabbalah, where they serve witchcraft. You got Islam, right? Witchcraft. You got Christianity, atheism, Santa Muerte with that goddamn voodoo. You got Catholicism with the Virgin Mary worship. You got Cicero Borgia worship with Christianity. You got Judaism with the goddamn the Jews that say that they're Jews and are not, but do lie. And then you got Scientology. That's all of the goddamn false religions here in America. Freedom of religion. That's it. Biggest shit. Okay. Then you got the world empires, right? As foretold by the Hebrew Israelite prophet Daniel. It gives you a timeline. Okay? I need to go back through it, take this cover off, this plastic cover I bought, take it off, and then go back through there and highlight all of the little small words. You know? So this way when people come up and read it this summer, Lord willing, they'd have an understanding of the statue. See that? Revived Roman Empire, everything. See? Then you got Albert Pike. Look, check it out. Hold on. Albert Pike, right? 33rd degree Mason. See that shit? Okay. The Third World War. Let's go down and read it. The Third World War must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences caused by the agentur of the Illuminati between the political Zionists and the leaders of the Islamic world. That's what's happening right now, right? Hold on. The war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, the Muslim Arabic world, and the political Zionism, the state of Israel, mutually destroy each other. Okay? Meanwhile, the other nations, once more divided on this issue, will be constrained to fight to the point of complete physical, moral, spiritual, and economical exhaustion. Okay? So all the wars are breakers' wars. We shall unleash the nihilists and the atheists, and we shall provoke a formidable social cataclysm, which in all its horror will show clearly to the nations, okay, the effect of absolute atheism, origin of savagery, and of the most bloody turmoil. Then everywhere the citizens obliged to defend themselves against the world minority of revolutionaries will exterminate those destroyers of civilization, and the multitude disillusioned with Christianity, whose deistic spirits will from that moment be without compass or direction, anxious for an ideal, but without knowing where to render its adoration, will receive the true light through the universal manifestation of the pure doctrine of Lucifer, brought finally out in the public view. Okay? This manifestation will result from the general reactionary movement, which will follow the destruction of Christianity and atheism, both conquered and exterminated at the same time. Okay, then it tells you who wrote it. Albert Pike, August 15, 1871. These motherfuckers have been at this for a very long time, man. That's who wrote it. Okay? And that's what we be out here trying to do. We try to get the people to understand what's really going on, man. Because they ain't got a clue. My hands are getting cold. Whoa, boy. Boy, it's getting cold out here today, boy. No doubt. Damn. It hurts. Woo. You know? But then that's the reason why, you know, the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah compelled us to come out and preach. So this way our people would know these things. Fair use disclaimer. This video has been set up for educational purposes only. It's just for educational purposes, Esau. That's it. We can't do nothing about it. Our job is to persuade as many of our people to repent and come out of being Babylonian citizens. Okay, of being wicked. Right? Revelation chapter 11, verse 9, and they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, which is from 1619 to 1969, 350 years, okay, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in grave. So Esau Edom does not suffer us to be educated as to who we are. Esau Edom and the nations, they grope at the noonday at, okay, let's go get that. Let's go get, hold on. What was that at? Let's go to Job. No, not chapter 39, damn. Let's go back, it was Job. Job chapter 20, I think it is. No. Let's go back to chapter 5 and verse 12. Salaki. Oh my God, man. Come on, man. Okay. Job chapter 5, verse 12. You disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Now, I just showed you a picture of their enterprise, what they plan on doing. This is their plan with freedom of religion, with these deistic, false ideologies and religions of the world, to try to push a nihilistic, unrighteous, and ungodly society without moral compass. Okay? That's what they're pushing. See, if you don't have a moral compass, or you don't believe and have faith in a God or anything, you'll most likely be able to be told whatever they desire to tell you on mainstream media, any type of social platform, Rumble, whatever, wherever you can find information at. Okay. And be told whatever they want you to hear. And you'll believe it. Okay? This is for individuals that don't have a moral compass. Okay? And the only people that you can actually see that don't have a moral compass are individuals, okay, that for the most part, for the better part, are the LGBTQXYZ community, same-sex marriage people. They don't have a moral compass. They don't have a sense of morality. They're destitute of faith. They don't have a sense of morality, of morals. Okay, they don't have any of that. Okay, they do as they want to. They do as they will. That's the whole of the law of the Luciferian Illuminati society that they want to set up. People misled by wickedness, right? Because this ungodly society allows them to do all kinds of wickedness, to do whatever they want to do. Right? Like what was the other day for the wicked holiday Christmas, which I went out to go preach on that day. You had that bald-headed asshole down in Texas that's got a whole group of people that's willing to follow his ass, like David Koresh down in Waco, Texas, back in the early 90s, late 90s, whatever. Okay, follow his ass to the death, eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. This motherfucker want to die, knowing he's on dialysis, where he's on a dialysis machine. He got to go get his blood cleaned out every 3 days. Once a week, he got to go to the hospital. How the fuck is this guy supposed to be King David? Right? They got this nigga, bald-headed old ass nigga, claiming to be King David and he's on dialysis. How the fuck does that work? And then he's eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, all kinds of unclean foods, showing it to everybody in the goddamn world, and then claiming it is a spiritual sacrifice in the name of Yahweh Shai. Okay, Yahweh Shai gonna personally punch that motherfucker in the face. I can tell you that. Because I would. Okay, I don't mean to be violent. I ain't trying to promote violence in any way, form, or fashion. This video is a fair use video for educational purposes only, to educate and tell the people about this unrighteous, ungodly bastard that's telling people and misleading the public on purpose, saying it's okay to eat unclean food in the name of the Son of the Most High, calling upon the name of the Most High. That's blasphemy of the Holy Ghost. Okay? Real shit, man. And this motherfucker just doing it like it's going out of style, like it ain't nothing else better to do. And then celebrating the wicked holy day of Esau Edom, the way he set it up through evangelical Christianity and Catholicism. So Invictus, the vulnerable day of the sun. Okay, a wicked, holy, unholy, righteous, unrighteous, a wicked, unholy, unrighteous, ungodly day to worship a false god of one of the three musketeers. Cicero Borgia, punk bitch homosexual superstar, go float down from the sky in a dress, talking about I love you with rosy pink cheeks and shit, right? With the long flowing hair of a woman, a pretty man. The biblical scripture says that the Son of the Most High God is not a man that that you should desire to lust after him. He wasn't that type of guy, man. He was a stern, upstanding, moral, righteous man that stood for righteousness. That was Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. The image, this unrighteous image or depiction that these motherfuckers had put up, okay, is complete unrighteousness, man. That's where they crucified the Son of the Most High afresh and put him to an open shame by putting up the face of this Edomite punk bitch, Cicero Borgia. Weirdo. Okay, just a goddamn, I mean, come on, man. That ain't even right. Okay. Job chapter 5, verse 13, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. Right? The counsel of the forward. This is the counsel of the forward. I just gave you a laundry list of what they plan on how to bring about World War III. An a nihilistic, deistic society of false ideology and false religion. Freedom of religion was the worst thing that could ever have been perpetrated on the children of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? clearly they know our weak spot. Right? Job, and my point, Job chapter 5, verse 14, they meet in darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night. Right? They groping for any straws that they could use to keep the children of Israel from knowing that the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is coming back to save them and to save that which was lost. Like Yahushua had said earlier, okay, before he left. He said that he had come to save the whole house of Israel. Okay, that's who he said he was coming back to save. He ain't coming back to save Tom, Dick, and Harry, Willie Lunchmeat, Sam Sausage, and the rest of these goddamn Edomite nations. He's not coming back to save everybody. The Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua chose one people to be saved above all others. And these devils, they know our weak spot. Let's go over here to, what is it, Judith, chapter 5, right? Judith, the book of Judith, one of the books, the Biblical Destruction Group, between 1823 and 1861, took out the apocryphal books out of the King James Version of the 1611 Holy Bible. They took those books out of the Bible on purpose, deliberately, in order to push this evangelical Christianity and Catholicism, where they could crucify the Lord afresh all over again by putting up an image of themselves as opposed to the true biblical descriptive image of the Son of the Most High, Yahushua HaMashiach, who is a copper-colored man, a man of melanation. Okay, he's not one of these Edomite devils. Okay, now did you see that motherfucker want to come drive by here throwing up the devil horns? Okay, see what you just saw that. Now this all we're doing is we're out here trying to preach the gospel unto those that are willing to listen with an ear to hear. That's it. And if the people are willing to listen, they can go back over some of these biblical scriptures that I'm referring to and read it for themselves. Okay? If they can read. That's the reason why I made all these damn pictures, man. I made all these pictures. I mean, I got them from the other brothers at different channels. You know? See? So yeah, I made a lot of different pictures out here, try to get the people to understand what's going on, because they ain't got no clue. You see what I'm saying? I mean, look, this is the name of the Son of the Most High, right? Yah-ha-wah-shai, Yahushua, Yahushua. That's the name of the person you call Jesus Christ. Yah-ha-wah-ha, Yah-ha-wah-ha, Yahweh. That's the name of the Father. The name of the Father in the ancient Hebrew, and the name of the Son. Okay? That's the names. Now, Esau, Edom knows our weak spot, right? Remember me telling you about the weak spot. Judith chapter 5, verse 14. No, verse 15. So they dwelt in the land of the Amorites, and they, being the Israelites, destroyed by their strength all them of Esbon, and passing over Jordan, they possessed all the hill country. Right? Remember, Joshua. You remember the story of Joshua, right? They entrenched themselves around Jericho, city of Jericho. They marched around it for 7 days, 7 times every day, blowing their horn until the damn walls just fell in. They just went in there and just exterminated everybody. Okay? That's all they did. They didn't do nothing else. Okay? That was the spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that did that. Okay, real talk. Judith chapter 5 verse 16, and they cast forth before them the Canaanite, which are the Hamites, the Pharisite, the Jebusite, the Sycamite, and all the Girgashites, and they that dwelt in that country many days. Verse 17, and whilst they sinned not before their God, say it again, Judah chapter 5 verse 17, and whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered. That's how we're going to defeat these Edomite devils. We don't have any weapons. We don't have a standing army. Okay, the people that call themselves Israeli, they call upon America to help them fight war against the Islamic, Mosaic, Islamic, deistic, Islamic world that they're surrounded by. Like Gabal El Nasser in 1956 stated, there will never be peace in the Middle East. Why? Because the Israelites left black and came back white. Okay? Real shit. So he said there will never be peace in the Middle East. Now, another point. If the people that call themselves Israeli, if they were the true children of Israel, of the biblical scriptures, wouldn't there be peace in the land? Like it says by biblical prophecy, it would be peace. Hold on. Okay. You know, that's how these motherfuckers be telling the goddamn lie, man. Okay. Let's go to Isaiah. Right? Isaiah chapter 2, verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the tops of the mountains. Now, the mountains, in the biblical context, is government. Okay, hills are smaller vassal states and governments. Right? You have the United States government, and the vassal states are the 50 states that make up the country. Right? For example, okay, you have the EU and NATO, they have vassal states of these other nations that are underneath their umbrella of NATO, okay, and the European Union. For example, a mountain is a government, and then you have the vassal states, which are the smaller governments, okay? And shall be exalted above the hills. Okay, hills, like I said before, smaller states and vassal states and smaller governments, the smaller nations, right? And all nations shall flow into it. Okay, Isaiah chapter 2, verse 3. And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up unto the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. Right? And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people. Here's my point. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Okay? Now, if those people that call themselves Israeli were the true biblical Israelites of the Holy Bible, there should be peace. They should not learn war anymore. Right? So what the fuck are they at war about? Why are they at war with the Islamic world? Okay? That's like the synagogue of Satan versus hardcore Christianity. Hardcore Catholicism. Because that's all Islamic bullshit is. It's hardcore Catholicism. You know, they go off of the Torah. But they say that they don't believe in the Most High God in heaven. but they call on it and have people blow themselves up and commit suicide in the title of his name. They don't actually call upon the name of the Lord. They call him out in the title of his name, calling him Allah. That's not the name of the Father. Okay, I just showed you the name of the Father. Okay, that's what I showed you. So, how is it possible that they're the people of the Lord? They can't be. Judah chapter 5, verse 17, and whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered, because the God that hateth iniquity, which is sin added upon sin, unrepented of, was with them. So the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, hateth iniquity. The Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, hateth sinners and will recompense. Let's get that. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 6. Okay, hold on. Salakia. It's damn. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. So for you to go and say that you can love the sinner but hate the sin is a goddamn lie. Esau Edom set that up. That's one of the tenets of evangelical Christianity, which is bullshit. Okay? I'll say it again. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment. Okay? It's that simple, man. So, for them to go through and say that they're the people of the Lord, talking about using biblical scripture, Benjamin Nothing Not a Jew, not too long ago, was using biblical scriptures in order to say that the Islamic world is Amalek. The Hamas people are Amalek, right? And since they're the Israelites, they're supposed to go through and destroy those people. Bullshit, man. No. That is genocide, colonization by genocide. That's what that is. Okay? They're trying to build the Ben Gurion Canal, which will be wider and deeper than the Suez Canal. Okay, because other countries own the Suez Canal. And if they want food and water and supplies, they have to go one way through the Suez Canal, then they have to go back the other way through the Suez Canal, because it's such a narrow space. You can't send ships like you see like on the street behind me. You have traffic going one way and traffic going the other way. That's the Ben Gurion Canal that they want to set up. They found oil in the Hamas area, where the Hamas people, not Hamas, but what do you call them? The Palestinian people live. Okay. So when they found that oil, colonization by genocide, just like the so-called white man did to the indigenous population of people that were already over here, in the name of their God, gold, oil, and drugs. G-O-D. Okay? That's the white man's God. Gold, oil, and drugs. They came and sold gold and gold and silver and oil. Stole the people's land. Okay, because they just put out a new movie not too long ago. Yeah, they just put out a new movie not too long ago about the 3 Indian women that had an entire family whom the white man, so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of, had all of this stuff going on. I think it was Leonardo DiCaprio play in it. I forget what the name of it is. Queens of the White Moon or a Red Moon or some shit like that, something like that. A new movie. What happens? White men married these Indian women in order to get their land, right? And then murdered the women to get the land because the land had oil on it, right? And then, spoiler alert, okay? And then when they did that, okay, and killed these women, they found out that there was no oil on the land. When they went to court for the murders of these women, these women who were indigenous to the land, they got a slap on the wrist of about 4 or 5 years. That was it. That's all they got for murder. Okay. Real talk, man. That's crazy. I'm peeping out the police down the street. I thought they was gonna do a U-turn and bloop on me and come back here and start messing with me. But you know, I figured like, well, it's about that time because they're gonna try to come against us to have war against the remnant of the seed of the house of Joseph, which are the Israelites, the elect of the house of Israel. But the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the brother Yashiyah made a video the other day. I just seen it yesterday when I was at the laundromat, and I was watching this video, and the brother said I shouldn't have nothing to worry about. So praise the Lord, God Halal Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kadash, all day long, man, because you know, I ain't gonna lie, I was scared to death, man, that you know these Edomite devils, you know, was gonna come against us like a flood and destroy some of us, you know, with their weapons. Because we ain't got no standing army. We ain't got nothing that we can defend ourselves and defend our people, our women, our children, our old and our young, against these goddamn devils. We ain't got no chance. If we come against these bastards with their spiritual blessing, because their spiritual blessing are weapons and bullets and guns and knives and poisons and gas and drones and robots and dogs and all kinds of shit, okay? They got all kinds of stuff going on, man. We ain't got nothing against that. We come up with our AR-15 or a 9mm pistol or a 357 Magnum, we think we dangerous. These motherfuckers got bullets that'll pass through your house while you in bed, sleep. You know, pass through the car or your truck while you driving down the goddamn street. They got weapons like that, man. They got weapons, they got bullets that can go around the building and shoot you in the head. I mean, you know, come on, man. We ain't got no chance against these goddamn devils, man. But, you know, thanks be to the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, He will have mercy upon the remnant of Joseph. You know, He will have mercy upon whom He will have mercy, and He will have compassion upon whom He will have compassion. Okay, so let's go back over here to Judith, chapter 5, verse 17. And whilst they sinned not before their God, they prospered, because the God that hateth iniquity was with them. Verse 18. But when they departed from the way which He appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs. Sound familiar? Okay, they were led captive in a land that was not theirs. And the temple of their God was cast to the ground. Okay, 70 AD, when Titus and Vespasian went through the Israelite people with a great slaughter. It was a great slaughter, man. They tried to exterminate us as a people. No reason, just because. Right? But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore, and were led captives into a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their God was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by the enemies. Right? Judith chapter 5, verse 19. But now are they returned to their God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, those elect of the house of Israel that have awakened to the fact that they're Israelites of the Holy Bible here in these last days. These are the very self-same individuals that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, are afraid of. The two candlesticks and the two olive trees that stand up before the God of the earth. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of. We're standing in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted us and that made no account of our labor. What is our labor? We labor day and night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, making these video epistles and standing up before the God of the earth. Esau, Edom, the white man, the devil the Bible speaks of, like I said. Standing boldly, preaching the gospel to their face, which puts them in fear because of the biblical prophecy that when we stand up and boldly before their face, the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, will destroy them. Judith 5 and 19, but now are they returned to their God and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Verse 20, now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up and we shall overcome them. That's what happened with the indigenous population of people that were already in this land when Esau, Edom, Cristobal Colon, aka Christopher Columbus, and Amerigo Vespucci came over here and exterminated the people day and night, killing millions upon millions upon millions of the indigenous population of people, giving them strong drink, giving them weapons, forcing their false God ideology and their false religion upon them, and forcing them to kill each other. That's the Willie Lynch doctrine all day long. Set one Israelite versus another Israelite, befriend this Israelite over here, and have that Israelite turn that Israelite against that Israelite. And it'll be turned into a perpetual cycle of murder and death amongst them. And all you got to do is sit back and watch the fight. It's like a couple of pet bulls in a cage, and then throw a third pet bull out there. All three of them are trying to kill each other. Okay? That's the Willie Lynch doctrine in a nutshell. That's what these goddamn devils did to us, man. Okay? But, Judah chapter 5, verse 21, but if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, defend them, and their God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, before them, and we become a reproach before all the world. That's what they're afraid of, becoming a reproach before all the world, but it's happening anyway. They're going to be a reproach before all the world anyway. The veil that has been cast over all nations, over all people, and the veil that has been spread over all nations of evangelical Christianity and God loves everybody, do as thou wilt, is being lifted. And the Israelites that the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, had designated for salvation here in these last days are being awakened. You know? These motherfuckers, they running scared, man. They running scared. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted them and made no account of his labor. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. What strangeness? What salvation? Well, let's go back over here to Revelation, chapter 11. Hold on, Wisdom of Solomon. Go back over to Revelation, chapter 11. Okay. Okay, trying to get off on all these damn commercials, right? Okay. Revelation chapter 11, verse 7. And when they have finished their testimony, made no account of our labors, right? The beast, Esau Edom, that ascendeth up out of the bottomless pit, the Renaissance period, the rebirth of the Roman Empire, the empire of the Edomites, shall make war against them, right? Right? Now, I just said in the book of Judith, okay, if there be sin and iniquity in our nation, they can come up against us and overcome us, right? And kill us. And our dead bodies, where we would die, right? Or where we would not know and be discontinued from our heritage as Israelites, whereas pertaining to the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the services of Yahweh and the promises that are given unto Israelites will be completely whitewashed, discontinued from by us, because we wouldn't know who we are, right? Our dead bodies lie in the street of the great city, Babylon the Great, which is called spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, also where our Lord is crucified, right? Revelation chapter 11, verse 9, and they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, like I said before, from 1619 to 1969, 350 years, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. In other words, they will not suffer to tell us that we're the Israelites of the Holy Bible. They will allow us to continue to suffer in poverty, impoverished, okay, being poor, needy, drug addicts, whores, thugs, because thought is a Babylonian false goddess of sexuality, and thug is an Egyptian or Babylonian false god of violence. Okay? I just showed you a fucking sign over here on the thing with all these false gods and what their names are, man. What the hell? All these false gods and false religions. This is freedom of religion. This is America, Babylon the Great, where a woman compasses a man, can tell a man what to do, when to do it, how to do it. You know, that's a vexation of soul and spirit. When the great tribulation jump up, what's the bitch gonna do? She gonna try to run up under her man. Well, where's she gonna get her protection from? But she thinks she's stronger than a man. She don't need no man. Okay? That's the stupidity of freedom of religion and do as thou wilt in Babylon the Great. America, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, God damn it. Right? Revelation chapter 11, verse 10, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry and shall send gifts one to another. Who are the gifts that they sent one to another? Right? They just got through doing that, a wicked holiday, sending gifts one to another as a memorial of coming up out of the bottomless pit during the Renaissance and the transatlantic slave trade and the triangular slave trade. The captives, okay, that can't escape out of our bondage in the land of our captivity are the gifts. They were, hey, Merry Christmas, brother. I'm gonna send you 20 slaves for Christmas. Oh, thanks a lot, cuz. Okay? We were the gifts. One to another, these goddamn heathen nations were sending one to another through all of these slave trades. Because these two prophets, Judah and Israel, tormented them that dwelt upon the earth. All it is, they're afraid that once we come back into our power and knowing who we are as the Israelites, that they're going to go down. And that's what's going to happen. It's biblically prophesied. Right? Verse 11. Revelation chapter 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Okay, I had a video of an Edomite devil that came out here and had the goddamn nerve to come and ask me, where did you get this information from? I'm like, dude, it's time for you Edomites to fall down. I tried to explain to him in the Bible, but he kept trying to overtalk me with that evangelical Christian bullshit. God loves everybody. No, he doesn't. Okay? The Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai chose Israel. Okay? Okay? In those 3 days and a half of the 350 years between 1619 and 1969 or 1970, when Elder Abba Bibbins left the great commandment keepers and started up the One West doctrine, okay, from which I am from one of his students. I'm a disciple of one of his students that he taught. And he taught his students, and his students taught my teachers, right? And I learned from this doctrine from my teachers that were taught by those individuals that were taught by Abba Bibbins, okay? At 350 years, or 3 days and a half, okay? The Spirit of the Lord entered into Abba Bibbins, and he taught the righteous doctrine to our elders, Apostle Aram Lab, Apostle Tahar, and Apostle Gabar, a great millstone, and the apostles a great millstone through one west, taught other righteous men, Elder Benatazak, Brother Yawan, Elder Yashawan Ba, Elder Kazak down there in Mississippi, Chicago, Elder Malcolm, okay, Brother Amawan Abad. You know, hell, he gave me courage. Amawan Abad gave me courage to go out here and preach by myself. So did. Fuck it, man. I mean, like Elder Yashawama said, they're gonna put us in a FEMA camp and kill us anyway. So you might as well go on out there and go to preach the gospel. I've been out here ever since. I mean, cause he's right. Shit, they're gonna kill us anyway. Fuck it. You know, if it's the Lord's will. But if it ain't the Lord's will, ain't nothing gonna happen to either one of us. None of us. You know, but it's all up to the Lord and his great and abundant mercy. It ain't got nothing to do with us. You know, that's what the Lord's will is. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. It's what his will is. Ain't got nothing to do with us. Right? And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. So these Edomite devils are scared to death that we're out here preaching the gospel of the Holy Bible. We're not in a church building. We show pictures of everything that is against that goddamn Christian bullshit that they teach at church every Sunday, Sol Invictus, the vulnerable day of the sun. Okay? This is what they teach. These Edomite devils, God loves everybody. You know? No, he doesn't. The Son of God does not look like them. But when they took over the world, that was the first thing they did, was they whitewashed history and put their image up. No other nation that took the Israelites into slavery and captivity put their face up as their God. They had a separate God, completely separate, that don't look like them. That forced us, by force of the sword, to worship their false God. That's where that Egyptology bullshit came from. Okay? Islam, all that other shit. But then, at the same time, white man, the devil, he actually put his own face on it and told us, by force of the sword, you better worship us or we're gonna kill you, nigger. Okay? Fair use disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. Okay? And that's what these devils do, man. Salakia. That's what these devils do. That's what they do, man. I'm telling you. Verse 12, Revelation chapter 11, verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. Right? And they, being the Israelites, the elect of the house of Israel, where the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is going to save those that he had chose, predestinated to be saved, what the white man calls rapture. You can't find that word rapture nowhere in the Bible. It is not there. I looked. Okay? All they can do is describe what it is, what this rapture, but the word rapture ain't there. Okay, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. See, these Edomite devils are scared to death, man. They know that they're finished, that they got a very small window and opportunity to bring about their Novus Ordo Seclorum, or their New World Order. They're running out of time, and they're running out of time fast. They know it. Okay? Let's go to Jeremiah. Chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in mine anger which shall burn forever. Right? Verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. And that's exactly what these false religions, a freedom of religion, okay, that I showed you, and the plan that they have to start World War III, that I showed you of what these devils are up to, man. This is what they're up to, I'm telling you. Okay? And our people trust Esau Edom, the so-called white man, and Cicero Borgia, one of the three musketeers, to save them out of the land of their captivity. These devils had the unmitigated audacity to put their face up as the Son of God. No other nation of people did that shit but the white man. These devils are finished. You see what I'm saying? And they're angry and pissed off at the fact about it. Right? Let's go to Hosea, chapter 1. Start at verse 9. That's cool. I'll start there. Salakia. Hosea, chapter 1, verse 9. Then said Yahweh, call his name Lo Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. Right? Because our people are discontinued from their heritage. All of history has been whitewashed. All of history is made up of people in... I mean, this dude come over here looking at me like he check this out, man. This weird ass dude over here at the cigarette shop. See him walking? Come up here mad and tripping. I don't know what the fuck he tripping on, man. Don't looking at me and mugging me. I'm a motherfucker. You know, you better go on. You know? Fuck you mean mugging me for? I ain't did nothing. Preach the gospel. I'm the bad guy. Anyway, Hosea chapter 1, verse 10, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Right? And that's what's going on, man. That's the reason why these devils are running scared. They're afraid that the children of Israel, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, were going to come back and start worshiping the Most High God in spirit and truth. We will learn of our heritage as Israelites, what we're supposed to do, how we're supposed to do it, when we're supposed to do it, you know, as far as fasting, coming away from eating strange food sacrificed unto idols, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we're supposed to do as Israelites. But this is what the white man is afraid of, right? Verse 11, Hosea chapter 1, verse 11. Then shall the children of Judah, which are Negroes, and the children of Israel, which are Latinos and Native Americans, be gathered together. Like it says in Ezekiel chapter 37. The children of Judah and the children of Ephraim will come together in one stick. That stick is representative of Israel, of one nation, of people, instead of being split into two separate nations. It will become one people again, like it was before, and before time. before under King Solomon and King David, and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. Right? So when we come up hither, okay, and be saved for the strangeness of our salvation, so far beyond all that we look for, all these devils are going to be scared to death. Talking about, it's the end of the world, it's aliens from outer space, all this other bullshit, you know. But I ain't even tripping, I ain't worried about it. The Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah is going to exterminate these devils. We ain't going to lift a hand. The Most High and his angels are going to do it. Right? Let's go back to Jeremiah. What is it, chapter 16? Verse 11. Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods. Right? I just showed you earlier in the video, our people walking after Cicero Borgia and Sol Invictus, the vulnerable day of the sun, right? Because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law, and ye have done worse than your fathers, for behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his own evil heart. Right? Do as thou wilt. Do what you want to do. Just do it. Do it till you're satisfied, right? Okay? That's our people. Hard-headed, stiff-necked, can't tell them shit. Okay? We tell them about Cicero Borgia. We tell them about the history of our people, how we're the true Israelites of the Holy Bible. They're in cognitive dissonance. They go straight to denial. They don't want to hear it. They done heard it before. Right? The pastor gonna save them at church. Right? Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 12, and ye have done worse than your fathers, for behold, you walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken or listen unto me. Therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not, neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you favor. Okay? And that's exactly what happened to us as blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We're poor, downtrodden, we're at the bottom. We have to come to these devils and want them into all things. If we, like I say earlier in the video, if we want to buy a house, we have to go to the white man's realty company. If we want to buy a car or a truck, we have to go to the white man's car lot. We have to go through the white man's finance company to get finance for the house or for a car or truck, right? If we want to buy clothes, we got to go to the white man's store to buy the clothes that with mixed fabric, right? Which is an abomination before the Lord. See? So, you know, it don't matter what happens. We can't win. The Lord does not show us favor. Right? Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. Where's the land of the north at? North America. Okay? This is the highest concentration of the children of Israel that were scattered abroad throughout all nations. This country is the highest concentration of Negroes Latinos and Native Americans, Israelites in one place. Okay? From this place in the land of our captivity in Babylon the Great, this is where the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, decided to wake up our people. Okay? For great shall be the day of Jezreel when we come up out of the land of the north, North America, where the great sound of a trumpet shall be said, okay, come up hither, and our enemies will behold us as we're being lifted up into the clouds, these unidentified aerial phenomenon that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is so afraid of. That they're afraid of the technology that allows these unidentified aerial phenomenon to travel in one direction at 15,000 miles per second and then suddenly switch into a different direction, or just stop altogether and go into a different dimensional direction. They don't have any technology that can match that. Okay? They're afraid that the individuals that pilot these vehicles are 1,000 years ahead of them in technology, because Esau Edom has always prided himself on his prowess at technology, at weapons building. Okay? And he's afraid that somebody is really going to actually come in from outer space and kick his ass. And the only people that can do that are the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and his holy angels. Like it tells you in Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, aka the Dragon Space Force, and the Celestial Angel program that Donald Trump in 2017, 2018 introduced to the fucking world. Right? When he was president. Okay, so this so-called Space Force are the dragons that the Michael, the archangel, is going to fight against. And the dragon and his angels fought, yet prevailed not. So you see, it's already biblically prophesied that Esau Edom is going to get his ass kicked, okay, when he's fighting against the angels of heaven. White man gonna get his ass kicked, okay? It won't even be a fight. It'll be a one-sided battle. These Edomite devils know it, and they're scared to death. So what they want to try to do is push biblical prophecy forward, their wicked imaginations against the children of Israel. And the only way that they can do that, right? The only way they can do it, okay, is to push the Novus Ordo Seclorum, or the new order of the world. Right? Annual Queptus, where they think that they believe that they've crowned their enterprise with success. Okay? That's what they believe that they're going to try to do. And like it says in the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 22, in the fullness of their sufficiency, they shall be in straits. So they're going to have a hard time getting that new world order off the ground anyway. And ain't nothing they can do about it. Okay? And they're scared. They are afraid. They don't know what to do. Okay? Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 15. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into the land which I gave unto their fathers. Right? But before he does that, before the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai reveals himself in the clouds, verse 16 and 16, Jeremiah 16 and 16 states, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them, the elect of the house of Israel, that the Most High predestinated and handpicked and selected to be saved and to be caught up in the clouds with the Most High forever in the air. So shall they be forever with the Lord. Right? Come up hither, the strangers of our salvation. Right? And afterwards, I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, meaning every government, and from every hill or vassal state government, and out of the holes of the rocks, deep underground military bases, underground cities, apartment complexes, what's the name of that Edomite, Mark Zuckerberg just spent $250 million on a deep underground military base, okay, an apartment complex, like a mansion underground. Okay, why would he spend that kind of money on an underground mansion? What are these devils trying to hide? They know that World War III is going to jump off. They know that the Great Tribulation is going to jump off. Okay? They know that sedition among men is going to jump off. Breaking into your home, taking everything. Food, canned goods, dry goods, bread, water, medicine, bandages, anything that you got stocked up with that doomsday prepper shit, okay, ain't gonna work. Verse 17, for mine eyes are upon all their ways, and they are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. So the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai sees all the works of these Edomite heathen devils. What they're doing, how they're doing it, why they're doing it, what reasons they're doing it. And he's going to put a stop to it. Like it says before in Job 20 and 22, in the fullness of their sufficiency, they shall be in states. Right? I don't know what this is. Yeah, okay, see that in the air, floating? See it? I can't zoom in. Don't know. Whatever. But anyway, go back to preaching. I think it's some balloons maybe or some shit. I don't know. Some birthday party, I don't know. Maybe they got something going on. You know how our people go, they're going to worship whatever. I think it's a drone. Whatever, don't matter. Anyway, for mine eyes are upon their ways, they are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land, they have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. Right? Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 19. O Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, okay, and the other nations shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth. right? And shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies and vanity and things where there's no profit. Right? That's what they're doing now. They're asking questions. They're getting on TikTok videos, coming up with all kinds of questions and innuendos, trying to place themselves in the eternal salvation with the Israelites. How is that going to happen? That's not going to happen. These Edomite devils and the heathen nations that have had the richness and fatness of the earth, like it says over here in Job, chapter 20. Salaki. Right? Verse 5, let's start here. Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Right? See? So their children realize that they have inherited lies and things wherein there is no profit. Like it says in Ecclesiasticus chapter 41, verse 6. The inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their posterity shall have a perpetual reproach. So they're, they know that their time is short, and they know that all of the things that they have built for themselves shall come to nothing. Verse 7, the children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake. Right? They shall be shamed and be ashamed and mocked and scoffed at as the people of the book. Because the nations, the Gentile nations, will come to the startling realization that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, has been telling them a goddamn lie for centuries. That's where it says in Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 19, surely the Gentiles shall come unto us, saying that surely our fathers have inherited lies and things wherein there is no profit. Okay, how is it going to profit them, calling themselves Israelites, Hebrews, and all of this other thing, Jews, okay, knowing that they're going to be destroyed? Calling themselves Jews, but they're white people, so-called white people, but they're actually Edomites when they do the research. And they find out that they are the wicked. They are related to the wicked. Their inheritance is wickedness and worms and dust and rocks. That's their inheritance. Okay? Because they have to build up all these other nations all over again. They got to build it all up again on purpose. They don't have a choice because they know that they're going to have to go into slavery, into captivity, right? Let's go to Obadiah, right? Chapter 1. Woo, boy, it's getting cold out here, boy. Might have to end this video early. Sure hate it, but might have to, man. I've been out here damn near 2 hours. Anyway, Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. What's another word for shame? Reproach. Okay? And thou shalt be cut off forever. Right? Their fathers have inherited lies and things wherein there's no profit. Why? In the day that thou stoodest on the other side in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even thou wast one of them. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, was one of the children, one of the Gentile nations that took the children of Israel into slavery. See? So they have to pay for that. And the only way that they're going to pay for it is they're going to go into slavery. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Okay? Right? Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of thy people in the day of their calamity. Yep, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. What calamity? Well, let's go over here to Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5, right? Because thou, being the Edomites, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil the Bible speaks of, has had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, right? In the time of their calamity, in the time of that their iniquity had an end, right? Our iniquity, all of that was at an end. Yet Esau, Edom still perpetuates wickedness and evil on the children of Israel, stating that we're niggers, beaters, spicks, wetbacks, Uncle Tomahawk, porch monkey, spear chucker, and any other goddamn racial epithet that they could come up with. Right? So their children are trying to please the poor by coming against their relatives, coming against their people, coming against their hegemony that was set up for them, right? Because the children complaining of an ungodly father. Only an ungodly person would do ungodly things, of which these Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, had done until the indigenous population of people that were already here in this land, and also other nations around the world where we were scattered. They knew this, but they didn't give a shit. So that's the reason why the Most High is going to exterminate these people. Like I say, we don't have a standing army, but the angels of the Lord, through his infinite mercy, okay, will have mercy upon the elect of the house of Israel, because he's only coming back to save a few people. That's God's MO. He's always saved a few. He saved Lot and his family. He saved Noah and his family and destroyed everybody else. Okay? This time he's coming back to save the elect and destroy everybody else. He's not coming back to save everybody in the world. All nations can be saved. God loves everybody bullshit. It doesn't work.
And you got a flyer?
A flyer?
Yeah.
No, I don't deal with flyers, man. No, I don't deal with flyers.
You ain't got no contact info?
No, I got some stuff at the house.
What other days you be up here?
I'm up here usually every Sunday, if not every other Sunday.
Every Sunday, every other Sunday?
Yeah.
All right.
I put all these pictures out here for the whole world to see. The police, I don't give a damn. Because we at the end.
I know we Israel.
You know, we at the end. See what I'm saying, people? You know, you got cats out here that know that they're Israelites, man. That's the reason why I'm out here, is to preach, to make sure that our people know who they are and that they need to practice the righteous acts. You know, because a lot of our people, they ain't got no clue as to who they are, man. So, you know, our people are waking up regardless. And Esau, Edom is scared to death. That's what I'm saying. You know, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm out here every Sunday or every other Sunday or Saturday, whenever I can get out here, and I stand up for the Lord for 2 or 3 hours every time. You know, why not? I ain't got no problem with it. Right? Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 6, therefore as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. Okay? Ezekiel chapter 36, right? Verse 1. Also, thou son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel, and say, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, because the enemy has said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possession. And those individuals that call themselves Jews and are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan, that tell the people of the world that they are the Israelites, but do lie, okay, are going through ethnic cleansing, of cleansing out the Palestinian people of land that's not theirs anyway. So I don't give a shit about the Palestinians or the Israeli. Both of them are Gentile heathen nations that don't belong in that land. That land belongs to us. We're not from Africa, okay? We had fled the persecution of the Romans in 70 AD under Titus and Vespasian, and ran on the other side from the persecution of these devils by destroying the people of Jerusalem, a people before it's a place, with a great slaughter. We ran from that shit and settled on the west coast of Africa. We made peace treaties or whatever have you by any means necessary, whatever we needed to do in order to survive in the land of the Hamites. When the bastards came over there looking for us, they couldn't tell us from the actual Hamites. Okay? And we stayed over there for 1,000 years. Better yet, during the Byzantine Empire, the Moors is just another word for black, right? Scotland, Ireland, Great Britain, okay, all of these lands, Scandinavia, Switzerland, okay, Amsterdam, all of these different countries were all occupied by us. That's what the Edomite white man don't want his people to understand or know. Don't want that at all. Okay? But his hegemony is losing power. His power is waning. And he knows he's losing time. He's running out of time, man. And the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. He's going to have a problem. And he's running into problems. His problem are the Israelites of the Holy Bible waking up and his own people turning against him. Right? The children shall complain of an ungodly father, for they shall be reproached for his sake. Right? I didn't put you guys into slavery. That was my great-great-great-great-grandpappy. Okay? Now, based on the fact that he was an ungodly father that raped, murdered, and pillaged the indigenous population of people that were already over here, okay, which puts him in an ungodly position, white men nowadays come up and say, oh, you could just lift yourself up by your bootstraps. Well, how? How are we going to lift ourselves up off of some goddamn bootstraps then? If you own everything, we have to come to you to start a business. We have to come to you to do anything. So how can we lift ourselves up by our bootstrap when you own it all? I mean, it's your society. It was not meant for us to lift up any goddamn bootstraps in your society. It was meant for us to always be at the bottom begging your ass for crumbs. Now your children are going to turn against you because of what you did in the past to supplant your supremacist ideology. Because those children have to go to school with our children in your wicked miseducational system. Okay? And when they do the research, they go and find out that everything that we're saying on these street corners is true. So they're complaining about you being ungodly and what you did to those people, which are Israelites, claiming to be something that you're not. Okay? Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 3. Therefore prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because they have made you desolate and swallowed you up on every side, that ye might be a possession unto the residue of the heathen, and ye are taken up in the lips of talkers, and are an infamy of the people. Therefore, ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, to the mountains which are governments, and to the hills which are smaller governments, to the rivers and to the valleys, to the desolate wastes, and to the cities that are forsaken, which became a prey and derision to the residue of the heathen that are round about. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession. Right? They've appointed the land of America, Babylon the Great, into their possession. Like it says in, Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and that their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. America, Amerigo Vespucci. Columbia, Christopher Columbus. Okay? What is it? What you call his name? Damn. Oh, Incipio Africanus for Africa. Incipio Asiaticus for Asia. Western Asia, aka the Middle East. Right? You see what I'm saying? So come on, man. They call their lands after their own names. Because they want their houses, which is their children, their seed, to continue forever, man. Wherever they land, they stole. Surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. Prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel, and say unto the mountains and to the hills, to the rivers and to the valleys, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, behold, I have spoken in my jealousy and in my fury, because ye have borne the shame of the heathen. Therefore saith the Lord Yahweh, I have lifted up mine hand, surely the heathen that are round about you, they shall bear their shame. How are they going to bear shame? Well, let's go back to Obadiah. Obadiah chapter 1. Okay. Verse 15. Okay, Slucky. Get it. Alrighty. Okay, Obadiah chapter 1, verse 14. Neither shouldst thou, being the Edomites, have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his, be those of his, of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, those are the Israelites that did escape, neither shouldst thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. The day of distress was in the siege of the city of Jerusalem, that Titus and Vespasian with a great slaughter slaughtered 2/3 of all Israelites in the world in 70 AD. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. So you see, you Edomite devils, you're just about done. The Most High God in heaven, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, is going to exterminate you for what you've done unto the children of Israel by the force of the sword, and the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Okay? Obadiah chapter 1 verse 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. So everything that you've accumulated, you Edomite devil, okay, you're going to end up giving it back to us. You're going to end up giving it to us, okay? You're going to teach us how to run countries, okay? When we suck upon the breasts of kings, yeah, we're going to learn how to run countries using the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High in heaven, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the creator of the heavens, the earth, the sea, all that is therein in the foundations of water. Okay? And your ass is going into slavery. We're going to possess all your possessions that you've accumulated for yourself. All that you have, you should not swallow it down. All the gold and silver that you've accumulated, you will not be able to keep it. Okay? And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. Okay? So, you see, you Edomite devil, you're going down. Ain't nothing can be done about it. Right? Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 25, verse 17. Remember what Amalek, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and those Israeli imposters that inhabit our land, right? That cast out our land for a prey and appointed that land into their possession, right? Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way when ye were come forth out of Egypt, how he met thee by the way and smote the hindmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not God, right? Psalms chapter 55, verse 19. For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai shall afflict them, he that abideth of old, Selah. Why? Why is he going to afflict them with all this damage, all of this death? Because they have no changes. Therefore they fear not God. They don't fear. You Edomite devils don't fear the Most High. That's what the problem is. Okay? Where there's no fear, there is godlessness, ungodliness, wickedness, lack of moral compass. Okay? So the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to exterminate you. He's going to use the children of Israel with spiritual power to do it. We're not going to be a standing army. We're going to come and dig you as hunters out of the holes and caves of the rocks in which you built your deep underground bunkers. Okay? We're going to dig your ass out of there. Put you in chains. Okay? Why? Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way when you came forth out of Egypt. How he met thee by the way and smote the hindmost of thee, even all that were feeble behind thee. Now, those that will be behind us that are feeble are pregnant women, the old, the decrepit that can't stand up straight, that can't run, the little babies, the little children. These are feeble because they have no strength to defend themselves. You smote them, right? Even all that were feeble behind thee when thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not God, right? The trail of tears, Wounded Knee. Remember Wounded Knee of 1973, where you smote the feeble amongst the indigenous population of people that were already here, the Indians, so-called, but they're the tribe of Gad, the North American Indians. Okay? You did the Wounded Knee in the 1800s, where the warriors went off to fight war against you Edomite devils, and you came up behind them and smote their women, and smote their children, and smote their babies. When they came back, they didn't have nothing to fight for. So the next time you fought up against them, they lost. Because you destroyed their will to fight, their will to survive, their will to live by destroying their reason for living. Okay? So the Most High said for us to remember what you goddamn devils did to us. That's the reason why we won't let it go. That was a long time ago. Just get over it. No, God told us to remember what you did to us, motherfucker. So that's what we're going to do. Okay? Deuteronomy chapter 25, verse 19. Therefore it shall be when the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai hath given thee rest from all thine enemies round about in the land which the Lord thy God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek from under heaven. Thou shalt not forget it. Okay? So the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, by commandment, told us to remember what you did to us. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans never get over it, but to remember what you did to us. So we would remember to cut you off from being a nation. That the name of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, will no longer be in remembrance. To cut you off. To destroy you for what you did to us. So we are called on upon the Most High God in heaven to remember what you did to us. So there's no more, that was a long time ago, just get over it bullshit. Okay? Deuteronomy 28. Salakia. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So, because of our continued disobedience and our weak spot of not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord, is the reason why we were scattered and smote upon by our enemies, where we have to serve our enemies in the land which we know is not. Right today. Okay? But the Most High told us to remember what you did to us and to blot you bastards the fuck out from under heaven. Okay? So that's coming. You got a major ass kicking coming, Esau, Edom, you white devil. Okay? The Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the creator of the heavens, the earth, the sea, all that is therein, and the foundations of water, is coming forth out of his place to kick your ass. Esau, get ready. Put on 2 pairs of shirts. Put on 2 or 3 pair of pants. He's coming with a switch. Twist a branch of a switch from a tree and whoop your ass. Okay? That's metaphorical for destroying you and all of your vaunted space force. Right? And he's going to do it through his angels. Right? We're going to see if the angels of heaven versus the dragon celestial angel program is going to work. We're going to see who wins. Okay? Because Revelation 12:7 says you got stomped into the ground. Okay? Okay? Let's go to Revelation 17. And 18. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, Babylon the Great, America, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. See? So all the kings of the earth right now are going to join the BRICS nations, starting January the 24th, 2024. The United States petrodollar and the hegemony of European Union and NATO would no longer apply. They're going to start dealing with each other and circumvent Esau, Edom's white supremacist ideological hegemony and just circumvent that shit and bypass that altogether. So the only way that Esau and Edom will be able to repair this breach is to put Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans back into slavery. Okay? And try to sell some more products like they did before. Psalms 55 and 19, because they have no changes, therefore they fear not God. Okay? They have no changes. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, cannot change. So for you going back, talking about we're trying to change the narrative, we're trying to do things differently, bullshit. The Most High God has set you in stone that you cannot change, you devil. Okay? Okay, Revelation chapter 17, verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, right? So let's go get this 10 horns, 10 kings thing off of one of more of my pictures. See that picture right there? Huh? See this picture right here? Okay, the beast with the 7 heads and 10 horns is NATO, the North Atlantic Trade Organization. Revelation chapter 17, verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest, okay, which thou sawest, are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. Here are the 10 kings. Okay? Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece, Ireland, England, West Germany. The 10 horns represent the common market or the European Economic Community, established in 1958. Today, the European Economic Community / EU is called the European Union. NATO is an acronym for the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. It was established August 4th, 1949, okay, of these 18 nations, consisting of 18 nations: Greece, Italy, Spain, France, West Germany, United Kingdom, Portugal, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Canada, Norway, Denmark, Iceland, Turkey, United States, Poland, Hungary, Czech Republic. These nations make up NATO, which is the beast. Okay? You got it? Okay? These are some of the other signs I got out here. Right? Okay. First Maccabees 3 and 48. And laid open the book of the law wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Right? Spiritual Sodom and Egypt, wherein the land wherein our Lord was crucified. This is how they crucified him. They whitewashed him. Job 9 and 24. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. This is whitewashing. See? That's what he's doing in that picture. See him painting? He painting over black Jesus with that white bullshit. Okay? Here's another one. that you might want to get used to. This is the mark of the beast. Let's turn that around for you. Okay, let's turn it around. This is the mark of the beast. RFID chip, NFC chip technology. You cannot, I repeat, cannot repeat after receiving it. This is the other side of it. Okay, mark of the beast. See it? And it gives you all the biblical references that you can go to. Psalms 94 and 20. They pass mischief by law. Revelation 13, 15 through 18. Revelation chapter 14, 9 through 11. Isaiah 36, verse 6. Ecclesiasticus 27, 1 and 2. Revelation chapter 16 and 2. Psalm 37, verse 7 through 9. Psalm 21 and 11. Okay? Biometrics, your money, your digital ID, where they want to put it. The mark of the beast. Understand? Uh-oh. This is Babylon the Great. America. That's it. Okay. Revelation chapter 17, verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, the BRICS nations, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. Right? Okay. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. I just showed you who the beast is. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. Right? The revived Roman Empire. Okay, the feet of clay and iron. Right? We just seen that picture, right? See that? America formed out of 13 colonies. World War I, Anglo-American power is established. European Economic Community established. NATO established April the 4th, 1949. United Nations founded after World War II in San Francisco. New World Order. Okay? Roman Empire. Okay? Rules over Israel. Destroys Jerusalem and Second Temple. Emperor Nero begins Judas' control of Rome. Salakia.